of mine, and the judge, you know, the whole class was lined up, and the judge went, and he pointed at me, and then he moved over to the next one. And I guess I was second, but that doesn't count. And that dog's name was Kirk, by the way. So Kirk didn't win, but years and years later, and many Dobermans lived, you know, like big dogs do till about 10 years old if you're lucky. And so over the years, every decade, a new Doberman enters my life. And you can't have one dog, you gotta have more than one dog, because they're pack animals, so you don't want to be lonely. So we have 2, 3 Dobermans. Well, Starbuck came to us 14 years ago as an 8-people puppy, and then he began Cappuccino, who's 7 or 8, kept her, then the mother died, so we had Cappuccino and Starbuck around for many years, 7 years. And now I'm looking at Starbuck and I'm thinking, Bucky's gonna die. And by the way, on the album, I've written a song for Starbuck. One of them there is, and now his back is sore. He's old and gray and getting ready to die. And as I look at him with love, I realize, so am I. And the song is called "So Am I," and it's a moment of praising the dogs that I love. So Starbuck looks like he's going to die. About 3 years ago, he gets really ill, and he has to. We take him into the emergency, and they have to cut his testicles. To make him well. So my wife says, we got to freeze that semen. So I rush with on ice and a box. I rush to the place that freezes semen. I run down this hallway. I see the lady there, the nurse. I said, I've got the ball! And she said, you certainly do. Anyway, we freeze the semen. 3 years go by. He's not going to die. He's still bouncing around. He's 14. But we realize time is very limited, and it's time to breathe his last living. So we find, I'll make it short because it's a little more complex. We find a female dog, in outside of Austin, Texas, who's a perfect cross, mutual friends together. And we send the frozen semen to an itinerant veterinarian somewhere west of Austin, Kaya, Texas. Tina's got the itch, and we send it to her veterinarian, who nobody's ever heard of, except the veterinarian calls us and says, you will not believe this, but we have frozen as well Starbuck's father, semen, frozen, the owner of which is long since dead. Would you like us, because the motility of Starbucks semen is so limited, would you like us to, we'll straddle, the best time is like 2:30, and at 2 o'clock we'll put the Starbucks semen, and at 3 o'clock we'll put Ike semen in between the two semens. You should have a litter. 11 weeks later, we have a litter. 6 female puppies are born. We fly to Austin, Elizabeth and I, and pick out 2 little girl puppies. Starbucks. We feel it's Starbucks or Starbucks father, doesn't matter. We named them Mocha and Espresso. They're now 12 weeks. They're home. But getting in a rental car from Austin to Los Angeles was horrific. Because a few weeks ago, if you recall, there were all these tornadoes. And this series of storms that came through the Midwest and the West. And we ran right in. Except, for years, I've been saying to Liz, I cannot feel what it's like to be in the middle of a tornado. I mean, this massive natural event, and I don't know what it's like. I'm in a rental car for which I paid insurance. I don't care. And with two 9-week-old puppies, my wife and I, we drive into the middle of a tornado. The hail comes down. It feels like it's going to break the windshield. I don't care. I'm insured. That was fantastic. And then, you know, puppies eat, sleep, and poop. Mostly big poop. Big poops. Tiny little puppies, big poops. And you have to get them out. So the only place to get them out on the freeway is to go to those rest areas. You go way far away so the poop won't add. The poop will add to the fertility of the countryside. So the first rest area we got to put the little puppies there. This big. And they went, ooh, ah, what's wrong? The little birds from cactus are all around. It's the Southwest. And well, keep the birds off the pub. Go to the next rest area. Ooh, what's wrong? Fire ants, red fire ants. Well, what's wrong? Get one. Finally, fire rest area, grassy area, everything's great. They run, they play, they poop. And then I'm looking at a sign saying, beware of rattlesnakes. So they're at home now, two little female puppies. I'll go visit with them tonight, and they both got urinary infections. So they're on added. So that's my way of saying hello.
Shatner?
What?
I said, are you in a good mood?
Am I in the mood?
In a good mood,
Just a little old. No, I'm not. What do you want?
Lasers on the sun. That's Lord God. Queen of Queens level 3, Captain.
What's your question, man?
Queen of Queens level 3, Captain.
What? Sorry.
Mr. Shatner, give me the countersign. Queen of Queens level 3. Three-dimensional chess.
What's your question? Queen's level 3. Queen's level 3. Three-dimensional chess. Chess game, spot and eye. Right, what's your question? What's the next move? I don't know. Put your arm around her. I don't know. I don't think there is three-level chess, but they should be. That was a great invention. I remember dimly discussing whether there could be three-level chess. And we should have three-level chess. We got those photos. Can you imagine me sometime after the Star Trek that I was on was canceled? I'm standing, I remember the airport, the Cincinnati airport, and I'm on a Star Trek, those phones that when they first come out, and you flip them over because they were mounted on the thing. And I'm standing, not realizing, I don't know. I'm standing on the phone like this, and people are passing me by laughing. They invented that phone out of the thing that we did on that show. There was so much invention in Star Trek, so much speculation about what things might be that became. They sent, the Navy sent a group of men to see the ergonomics of the bridge. One time, 17 Navy guys are there measuring the angle and thing and the railing. And it's been incredible what has resulted from the imagination of science fiction, what has become fact. And the old adage of you can, as long as you can imagine it, we can make it, that's true. And even now, transporter beams, you know, how impossible is it to move material even infinitesimally small from one point to another. They've done it. They've moved the molecule from one point to another point. So if they can move one molecule, why can't they? I mean, sometime in the future, transportation. What about going through time? No, I don't think so. No, well, you see, here's the theory. Light bends as it goes through gravitational forces. So some light from some distant galaxy travels towards Earth. But the galaxy may be over there. The light bend, finally we see it. So why not a wormhole through there? That's the theory. But the practice, you go to see your own grandfather and he dies, and that means you didn't live, and so the whole thing is impossible.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to jog your memory a bit, so brace yourself. 24 years ago, you made your first appearance at a Denver-based Star Trek convention.
24 years ago, I was at a Denver convention.
Yes. You
Has
had
it been that long?
you were in the middle of doing post-production on Star Trek 5, and you had exactly enough time to talk to the crowd for basically an hour, and then leave.
Yes.
I was the last person.
You were the last person, 24 years ago,
Yeah.
to ask me a question.
And
And now you're the first person.
Yeah.
You will ignore that. You're the first person in a Boston convention, 24 years. Let's make it 25. So this is much more standard. One of the